Right everyone, and welcome ladies and gentlemen to the first of my F123 Fancy Livery series, and the pink Alpine, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is the first one in this series. Just a livery mod in this particular case, although depending on how much time I get I may introduce further stuff for the other more detailed mods that need it later on down that line. So yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you've got stuff that you want to see, liveries that you've liked in the past or liveries that you want to suggest, then let me know in the comments below. But yeah, now I've gone with the pink that was actually sort of a part of the car. I think it needs to be a lighter pink personally, but it actually looks like it's a more vibrant pink, which I think suits the car better than the lighter pink. I did check the wheels as well, and on the pink Alpine, the wheels are as they are here as the default. You know, with the little blue, even with at the front they've still got the little blue thing. I think they just couldn't be bothered to change the wheels, considering the fact they only run this livery for the first 3 races of the season. It's so far the only livery that has a made appearance in this season that hasn't made it into the F1 game yet, because the Miami livery is now available as well to play this weekend. Will be next week once the event is finished. But yes, nothing mind about that. It is time for a race. We're going to race as Esteban Ocon because we raced as Pierre Gasly, and of course it's time to return to the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard, of course, a circuit that we should know well, because I mean it's just been copied and pasted from F122 for this game. But I mean we can't race in real life, of course, because it's been dropped from the calendar. But we can race here in F123 as well. It's the first time I've taken a car around here, apart from a quick go and time trial to get a setup as well. But our race strategy then will be a one-stop. Now these 35% races, I kind of feel like they didn't bother doing it properly with the tyre wear. I think they've just copied it and tried to scale it from 25% races and not tried to make that intermediate between 25 and 50% races. That's what I think. Let me know if you think differently in the comments below. Sparkle lights are out, and away we go for the French Grand Prix. Leclerc hasn't had a great start. He's been jumped by Nico Hülkenberg. We're going to try and have a look at the inside as well. And there's a Haas just casually trying to cut the corner there. Around the outside of Leclerc at turn 2. And we're moved out to position. This is what happened with Magnussen then. He just decided not to bother making the corner properly. He could have made that dive on and would have left him space there. But there we go. Now we're looking at Hülkenberg. Rare to see Hülkenberg, of course, because I'm driving in this car on F123. Could drive around the outside of Alonso then, and up to P8. So we had a good start. So our teammates down the order. So Gasly not having a well. Rossi won't be happy about that, but there we go. But obviously Aston, he'll be happy that we just overtaken an Aston. Well, now we're trying to have a look at Hülkenberg, but first we've got to defend Alonso, and again, just like on F122, just to take the racing line into that corner. Don't defend the inside, because you will always able to defend that. This is a less awkward corner to defend, because there's a bit of tyre banging there, but we have escaped unscathed for now. We retain P8 in front of Charles Leclerc, but as well, our teammate though is really struggling. He's just been overtaken by, I think that's Zhou Guanyu in the Alfa Romeo. He's like P17 at the moment, which is not great. Down there with the McLarens at the back, as well as Lance Stroll, ladies and gentlemen. Daddy will be happy because Lance is in P2. The game decided to fraud everyone and put him P2. Unfortunately for him, it's not going to last, because there goes through George Russell, and round the outside is Lewis Hamilton. So it's only a matter of time before Stroll loses a few positions. We're going to have a look down the inside here of Nico Hülkenberg. What a lovely little move. Up to P7, down the inside of that fast right-hander. as well as there's a bit of an issue there as Stroll is getting overtaken down the inside as well. So we just copied what was going on in front of us as well. But it was a lovely little move to get down the inside off that right-hander. Fortunately, Hulkenberg gave his room, otherwise that could have been race ending. Hamilton's was a little bit less straightforward. Stroll did give Hamilton the room, but then Hamilton had to finish it off at the inside of the next corner, and Perez just barged himself through on Stroll. So Stroll's lost another 2 positions, but now we look at Sainz a little bit wide there as well. Now Hulkenberg to come back as Sainz is doing about 4 miles an hour through the corner. But now they've stopped battling. Yeah, what happened is my tyres really decided not to do very well in the next phase of the Grand Prix. Leclerc's overtaken Hulkenberg, by the way, as he's trying to overtake us around the outside, unable to make it move there, stick. But we jumped again to lap number 6, and Leclerc had another go again, able to defend as well. I think Hulkenberg now been overtaken by Alonso as well, so the Haas are dropping like a stone in this Grand Prix as well. And there is, although Hulkenberg now is coming back at Alonso, and he'll have the racing line, and Alonso's going to lose out to Albon as well. So Fernando will not be happy, as well as we're coming into this very awkward pit lane. Never really liked the pit lane, always preferred the other one that was originally on the because if you remember back to F1 2018, the pit lane was actually on the start-finish straight, and then they said, oh no, that's a bit too dangerous. I actually preferred that pit lane. 2.3 second stop, that's not bad. I should point out, I haven't done anything to the pit crew. They all have pink helmets on Alpine, and there's no blue on any of their helmets. I suppose that's to distinguish between all the other blue cars on F1 23, but yeah, P15, Stroll's 7 seconds up the road as well. But the French Grand Prix, though, has come to an end for Oscar Piastri. I mean, his car is made of a pastry dish, and his engine has decided to melt into one as well. But we jumped to lap 11. We've sort of gapped Albon and that lot because they were too big, but we haven't been able to dump Charles Leclerc, who set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's down in P8 though, and is not able to go past us again though. Leclerc, he's having to go down the inside, and we're able to keep the position for now on P12. So on lap number 12, excuse me, for P7, but really that's probably what we're going to be maximum getting. Now Stroll has actually jumped a few people in the pit stop, so there's a Mercedes and Perez, as he's jumped them in the pit stops. So yeah, as the Ferrari and the Mercedes goes past Stroll, Stroll has lost out to Perez as well. We're having a massive battle with Leclerc, keeping to the inside, brake late, and keep the racing line, keep remaining P7 for now. But it's just about holding on for P7 and trying to keep Leclerc behind us for as long as possible. This time I take the inside to tell on, but there, Leclerc thought about diving in, but Leclerc has finally gone past on lap 14 of 19. Shame there. I mean, his tyre wear, he's got the worst tyre wear on the grid. But through this corner, he's had a Spinala right in front of me. So he overtakes me, and then he gets a Spinala, and that's going to bring out a red flag as well. So here's what happened. So he just gets too greedy on that curb, and it spins him round. Don't know if that's an auto spin curve or not. You know, I think he must have got too much on that curve. It brought the Alpha slows to let him out of the way, but then, you know, he could have just reversed out of the way, carried on. It didn't need to be a red flag really, as well. Now this was still recorded on the old version. I haven't tried out any red flags on the new version, but we're now going to all switch to the soft tyre. I mean, the finishing order is going to stay the same as we've got now, but you know, so this is just for pride. It's 5 lights then for the restart of the French Grand Prix, and away we go. And it's a good start. Can we get... Oh, no, there's the safety car. What? I'm sorry. 5 red lights go out and the safety car comes out. I've never seen. Well, I've never seen that in a single. I've seen it in multiplayer once, but never seen that in a single player Grand Prix mode, and I've never had that glitch personally. But there we go. The safety car came in on the end of lap number 17, which gives us 2 laps to have a go at Stroll. Can we get Stroll down the inside? No. I mean, he's guaranteed 6th place anyway due to the fact of the little glitch. We set a purple middle sector down the inside, the same we made on Hulkenberg. It's a lovely little move, and back up to we're up to P6 now. Now can we have a look at Sainz for P5 potentially? No, Sainz has got us back, and now Stroll's going to come back, but he's going to be on the inside here. And again, we're just going to take the racing line, brake later, take the apex first, and retain for now P number 6. On the final, this is the final lap, of course. Can Stroll get us? I mean, he's going to get us anyway because of the red flag issue, which apparently has been fixed, or what yet to be seen if it actually has been fixed. Up to the line then. We've got the legs on Stroll to come across the line. It will be P6, but then the game freezes and fades to black, and it's actually P7. So Verstappen in the end winning, even though Russell actually beat him off the line as well. For us, P7 as well. Lando Norris, I think, didn't pit or didn't do something. He managed to come up from P18 to finish P9 as well. I think he pit late. It says 2 stops for everyone, but I think he actually did 1. It was same for Albon, which is why he is more up there. Managed to jump the likes of Hulkenberg and Alonso. So yes, that's where I'm going to leave it today's episode. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I see plenty more F123 fancy livery gameplay videos as when they come out, and other F123 content. As I said, let me know if you've got anything you particularly want to see, and I'll move that up the list. The next episode will probably not be out next week because I've got I fiddle about with this, probably the week after. So I'm going to start stringing a load of these together. So yeah, until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.